The name, you must Google it out, Cosmos, where he acknowledges people are very afraid or they don't feel great about acknowledging that Indians were knowing all these things a few thousand years ago. They want to, I'm not blaming them, but people tend to, even in India, they want to think that maybe everything started when Mr. Newton came. That is not true. Okay, we knew several things, hundreds and even some thousand years ago. You have to discover it, and I urge upon you, I request all of you, please do take out some time to try to discover these things that I am mentioning. They exist somewhere in our literature. How you will rediscover them, how you will research them. The simplest things that I can always tell you is BhagwadGita, which you buy for 30 rupees. And Sri Ramcharitmanas, written by Goswami Tulsidas. So everybody can understand Hindi. Valmiki Ramayana is a little more difficult, even though I have its PDF files. But often I tend to get back to Ramcharitmanas because it's much more easy. And you find that these authors like Goswami Tulsidas, they really knew extremely well, they understood many scientific concepts. I will come to it a little bit later. Let me first make some conclusions on the harmonic oscillator before I go a little bit deep into that. I mean, trying to touch on those concepts. Now, when we still have some space here, let me try to say that you please yourself calculate the product of A dagger and A, and you know these definitions here, A dagger and A, and then wherever possible try to, and you will find out that this is, could I mention the results here, or so you will have some, let me write down. And omega by 2x cross times x square plus p square by n square omega square plus iota by 2x cross times a commutation relation of xp, and this can be written as h by h cross omega minus 1/2. So h then comes out to be, you know all these, you are familiar with all these variables. This is h cross omega times A dagger A plus 1/2. This is h cross omega n plus 1/2. Okay. With this, I'm sure each one of you can do it. It's very simple, trivial algebraic manipulation, nothing more. Very simple algebra. So you find this, and then you can find an important relation. Let me now make space. Once you have noted down the relations for A and A dagger, and I can remove these things, okay? So that I can write a few things better, otherwise it goes down to the bottom of the board. So I don't trust 100% if the students, even if the students tell me that they are able to read the last things that are written on the board, I try to put them upstairs, okay, so that so here after, let me rewrite h. H is h cross omega times and plus 1/2. And then I would now introduce something that I have covered earlier, namely the concept of eigenvalues and eigenvectors and eigencats. I mentioned to you some eigencats, which are the special cats where they could be denoted by their eigenvalues. A prime, A double prime, and so on. Right? They are in fact energy eigencats or simply eigencats or energy eigencat. In this context, I want to introduce the energy eigencat defined by the symbol N. Eigencat or the energy eigencat. If you like, energy eigencat. Okay? So let me call N as the energy eigencat, and what it means that if I apply my N on N, then I get N. Such a beautiful thing. This is a very rich result in physics. For the corresponding result in field theory, let me mention I would have N of K, N of K, N of K. This would be N of K. I just give you one example and you can do the rest. So, I mean, these are just one thing. This I would write for the quantum mechanics, and this I would write in field theory. Okay? So, this is my defining definition. This is my defining equation. I have introduced a new thing called as the energy eigencat, represented by little n. And this guy when operates on this little n, it gives you back the eigenvalue n. This little n here, which is outside this cat, is the eigenvalue. That is what we have studied earlier, right? It's exactly that what we did earlier. So this is the, now I can give some physical meaning. As I always say, we must be able to find physical meaning corresponding to a mathematical object and vice versa. So I call this, I have missed out on the bracket here, now this is okay. So this or this n is the eigencat of this operator capital N, and it gives you the eigenvalue little n and the eigencat n. Okay? I like to repeat the important things, that's the reason. And once you know this, and you know this, I don't need to retain anymore, because I am not erasing my results for X and P and A dagger. Oh, A and A dagger I have to remove, but you do have them now with you. Okay? You do have results for A and A dagger, or if you like, I can remove this and I can write down the, because you might use them again and again. So I remove this and I put here the A is m omega by 2x cross this times x plus iota p divided by and omega and A dagger is m omega by 2x cross x minus iota p divided by. So this is fine. Correct? These are wonderful things that are staying in front of us. And now I can easily, now I would not like to make derivation for each and everything, because at Delhi University when I teach harmonic oscillator, I take 3 lectures of 1 hour each. Here I am cutting upon 2 hours. Essentially, I might shoot up a little bit, overshooting a little bit, but so I would not derive each and everything and not additional thing. I would mention few very important results, but I am sure that you would be able to read it by yourself. So, in addition to this result, let me for the time being also erase this. You can always generalize the results in quantum mechanics to field theory. Simply the scalar field. Having no components. Okay? Then so this line let me erase, and so I retain this line, and I like to add two more results, and a dagger and age, and plus 1 times a dagger n, and a dagger is equal to n minus 1 times a n, and let me put this, or if I can find colored chalks like your Usha, then this is a colored thing, this is a colored thing, this is a colored thing, this is a colored thing. And now let me give physical meaning to these three equations. Let me give physical meaning to these equations. This I would further write as a dagger a times n. Okay? Just this is the same result. Okay? This I have written instead of n, I have written n, a dagger. So here this n is the eigenket of n with eigenvalue n. On the same basis, this this cat a dagger times n, this is the